Hello, Vancouver, on this rainy morning in the middle of summer. I hope you're doing awesome. And today I have a really important blog post for you that really is the #1 success secret that I've really come across in working with my clients over the last few years now. And it's a mindset thing. And the biggest thing that society has changed us into an instant gratification society. We want things right away. We expect things to happen for us right away. We expect maybe a tiny bit of effort or no effort at all and for the results to come. And it's just not the way the real world works. You know, we have to put in our time. We have to put in our work to be able to get the result. And that's the biggest thing that we need to realize. You know, when it comes to your health and fitness, I like to relate it to a farmer. He has to plant the seed for his plants. Then over time, he has to water it. He has to feed it. He has to weed it and cultivate it. And then after that process of months and months, then he can take the harvest. Then he can reap the benefits of his work that he's put in. The exact same thing happens with your fitness, is that you start with a goal. The seed that the farmer plants is your goal. And then cultivating the crop is your progress, your efforts towards it. So with your nutrition and health, with your fitness goals, that's eating properly. That's exercising on a regular basis. That is your cultivation to be able to reach your goal. And then you can get the results. So I really love that analogy because it gives a really simple idea for you to understand that whatever you want for your goals for your life, goals in any area of your life, that you have to be willing to put in the time and the effort for it. Otherwise, we go back to the instant gratification. If we don't see those results right away, we drop off. And then it goes to the yo-yo dieting effect, is that we want to lose some weight really quickly and then, you know, say for 4 weeks, 6 weeks. And then once we hit that mark and we've lost, say, 10 pounds, then we drop back down to our regular eating habits. And then the cycle continues, right? Whereas if you stick with that habit of cultivating and putting in the fitness, having the right nutrition, over time you create that into a habit, then it becomes a lifestyle, so you don't have to worry about the up and down. And even if you do want to have those cheat meals here and there, you can do that without sacrificing and without having that weight go up again to where it was before. You have to be willing to put in the effort and put in the work. And you know what? It's all about daily effort, daily small steps. What can you do on a daily basis that you can do in less than 5 minutes that will help you towards your goal? See, the biggest thing is that we try to leap a tall building in one leap without trying to take the steps out take the steps out to do it. You know, we try to jump 10 feet instead of, you know, going inch by inch. Football, I love that analogy, is that rarely do you ever see the ball run the entire length of the field. It's built yard by yard by yard. And that's exactly the way that your fitness needs to be built, is that every day you take one step at a bare minimum. On your worst day, could you do one thing that takes less than 10 minutes to get closer to your goal? Could you make one decision of not going after that temptation of that snack and have that healthier food? Can you take 5 minutes and do 20 squats, 30-second plank, and some push-ups or something along that line for less than 5 minutes? Could you do that every day? You know, it doesn't seem like much that day, but build that up over a year. If you did 5 squats a day, times that by 365 days a year, you know, that's a lot of squats. It's compound interest, and that's the way it works. So think about, just realize that everything is a process. We have to put in the effort, and that's life and the world testing us to see if we deserve to get that result. Because if we're not willing to put in the work and the effort, we're not going to get that goal because we don't deserve it, because we haven't put in that work for it. But if we're consistent, we create that habit of doing that effort a little bit, day by day, then that result will come. You know, it might be slow, it might be fast, it all depends. But the goal will come as long as you're consistent with it and doing those small daily habits every single day. So that's the #1 success rate, is that everything is a process, and you have to understand that rather than realize or think that you can put in some work for less than a month and then have your dream body. It's just not going to work like that. You got to be willing to put in the time. So that's personal trainer Vancouver here with Vancouver Fit Body Bootcamp, and I will talk to you soon.